Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of On Deck with Taj, the Countdown. Uh, it's going to be a little bit different this week. Instead of counting down my top 10 favorite shows, I'm counting down my top 5. And coming in number 5 is one that I thought was going to be in the number 1 spot the whole time. Yes, I'm talking about my favorite show, RuPaul's Drag Race. It is in number 5 because it wasn't that memorable of an episode, and especially since it was a ball. If you bring it to the ball, honey, you better bring it. And I just was not that gagged and that surprised. The only thing that really got me interested in this episode was the bottom 3, because there was some confusing stuff going on there. Like, Asia, I don't think that she should have been in the bottom 3, for one, because she basically designed the whole runway. Because she helped every single person. And then also because, like, her outfit wasn't that bad. Like, I liked the little simple Alaska. The ball was actually about global warming. So the first outfit was supposed to be an Alaska warm outfit because Alaska's going to be eventually warm. Miami was a winter outfit, and then there was like a Galactica outfit. Her first outfit that she did for the Alaska was really cute because it was like she's a chocolate lady, and she has a body suit on, and it's just like little glitter balls on it, and it just looked so good because she just looked like a little chocolate ice cream cone. I was like, yeah, slay, do you? And then the second outfit was really cute. I can't even describe it to you. I'm probably gonna put a picture in here, maybe, I don't know, but it was really cute. But they were not here for it. And the last one, okay, it was a little not over the top, but it was different. It was better. But either way, didn't matter because she didn't have the lip sync. But she was in the bottom 3, which was not supposed to happen. But the 2 that did have the lip sync was Monet Exchange, who I also thought should have been saved, and Dusty Ray Bottom. Monet Exchange, I just want you to be in the bottom just so you can do some more lip syncs. I love a bitch that can do a good lip sync. And she pulled the stunt out where she was like, alright, so you go to, like, when you go to do a death split up a jump and split down to the ground, you usually, like, you'll see a lot of queens do stuff like they'll start praying like, oh, am I gonna make it? So she starts going like that, and then she just goes and just stands back down, like, and then walks away like she's not gonna do it. Couple beats later, first off, remind you, they're doing a Nicki Minaj song, I don't even remember. I think Remember to Revenge. And she turns back around like a minute later after she does that, and then she, out of nowhere, jumps up and hits that split on the ground. I died. I was in my room losing my life. I know people probably thought I was over there getting killed, murdered, or whatever, but it was amazing. I was here for it. Good job. I can't wait to see more from Monet Exchange. But sadly, that meant that Dusty Ray Bottoms had to go hitch one hike home. And I don't know who really won because, again, I was not that excited about this episode, which is why I came in number 5, and Monet Exchange is the only reason why I got saved. Oh, also, this Untucked that goes on 30 minutes after the show goes off is basically like what happens behind the scenes of the show. I'm so sick. This is what I meant last episode when I said that they were going to end on the Vixen. They weren't going to end on her during the episode, but after it, she got into 2 situations with other castmates where they brought something to her in an aggressive, off-putting way. And then when she came back, she might have brought it back. Alright, so they brought it at like a 7. She brought it back at a 10. So I have no problem with her at that. Like, that's how you do it. If you want to come at me with a 7, make sure that you know that I'm going to come back at you at a 25. Because now I'm hyped. Because if you would have brought it at me at like a 2, I could have still gave you a 5. That's decent. But if you want to be all escalated, I'm gonna fuck this shit up. Okay? That's just basically it. So that's why I love her. I think that she might take it pretty far in the show. All in all, I think that they're gonna come back down to the number 1 next week, but this week was just not it for me. Woo. Okay, so this next one is going to be number 4. That is Scandal, which is in its last 2 episodes of its final season. And it starts out taking us back with Olivia and Fitz and like everything that we loved about this show. Them two, but the main premise of this show is about Millie and her apparently going up to Congress and like basically shadowing some stuff that's going on with our president right now. Basically trying to find out what you've been doing and do you gotta get up out this office, even though she has been on the side of right. This, well, kinda. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, while they're in that first interview, I guess is what you call it, maybe, I don't know. Judge me, I'm a little tipsy. They actually bring out the video that basically accused Olivia of setting up the bomb that was on President Bashir's or whoever that other prince that was that got blown up in the United States. And basically they're like, all right, so basically you're going to snitch on her or you're going to take the fall for that. What you going to do? And of course she chooses to plead the fifth. But when you plead the fifth, we all know that means that you did it. So that's when they slide that nice little subpoena right on over to Olivia. And they're like, yeah, we got to talk to you too now. And after that happened, Jake pops up into Olivia's house and it's like a little creep. He tried to act like he was the big boss, trying to be like, oh, I'm commanding, I can shut shit down, I can get up to where I want to be, whatever. But at the same time, Olivia didn't care. She was not here for it. And after that, they did like a little flashback where like they show everything from season 1 up to now, and it made her realize why she was really doing this for the Republic. It's not about her. It's not about Millie. It's not about Fitz. It's about the Republic, and it's basically wearing that white hat, being a freaking gladiator. That's it. But this is what that meant to her. And that was going there and telling them all about B316 and basically signing her own stint away in prison because everybody's about to get locked up and it just looks like so much is about to happen on this final episode. I don't know what's about to go down. Like it really got me excited to see how they end this off, and I think they are going to give it justice because this episode alone, justice. So Shonda, wear it out next week. All right, coming in third place this week is part 1 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. So y'all already know that this was just nothing but a bunch of cackling and a bunch of screaming, but it was everything that you needed in life. It started out in the glorious Georgia Ballroom where apparently Portia must have thought it was a real ball, RuPaul's Drag Race going down, because she wore this crown and this whole like Princess Diana outfit, and I was kind of not here for it. But everybody else looked like here, and I was here for Candy and that ponytail, like I Dream of Jeannie realness, like all of it, and the boobs were everywhere. Like I love a good cleavage, and they were out, whatever. But they did the looks through the years, and some of these girls' looks was just not on point. But Cynthia has really slayed every point of her life. Candy, I thought did, but those first little wigs, I was not here for that. I'm sorry, Candy. I love you. You are my favorite Real Housewife across the board. But that little, I wasn't here for it. I'm sorry. You wore it out. I wasn't here for it. She by Sheree, we found out is a. She by Sheree is apparently an activewear line where they predominantly sell joggers. Get your set today. I didn't look it up. I wasn't really that sure if it existed. I was confused by her answers because I didn't want there to be nothing when I looked up She by Sheree because I knew there would be nothing. So I just said I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna hurt my spirits like that. And then that's when one of my favorite people who will probably holding the peach next year. Marlo came into the scene, Queen Helene, as she would say, and basically, first off, they talked about how she was a friend swapper because she went from Nene to Kenya now to Sheree, but I didn't know her and Sheree were that close. But I mean, I guess like you got to be a friend of somebody. And then they jumped into the blackmail thing. I was like, oh snap! Like, girl, you gonna blackmail her, John? Like the Joe. There's this guy Joe that Nene was dating when she was divorced for a little second, and then apparently they both just hustled him out of some money, and she was gonna blackmail Nene about something with it, but Nene didn't care because she admitted that she just took that man for all his money. I don't know. It was real messy. I was like, well, hey doing, Joe, whatever. That. And the funniest part about that was the square card reader between the legs. I was like, damn, bitch. First it was an easy pass. I think the Brenda said that to somebody, that they had an easy pass between their legs, and now bitches got square readers. It's like that. Get that check. And the topic that's been going, that started from day one, episode 1, Kenya's marriage. That's where we started going into next. And then we're talking about like how she didn't want to talk about her marriage, but while she was on the show since day one, she's been talking about everybody else's marriage, stepping into people's marriages. Hey Apollo. And then also that she hasn't met his parents. I was like, that's a little weird. That's a little weird, G. And every time they take a picture, this is her, alright, so this is her pose to him. This is her pose on him. Every single picture I have seen of him with her. He don't want you, bitch. How much are you paying him? I'm sorry, I'm Team Marlo. I want to see the check. But I just want to know. Because that man has to be paid. More props to you, sis. Because if you're going to pay one, pay the right one. Because he's fine. Even though he got a little nose ring, he might be on my team. Hey, how you doing? But either way, like, you're still winning. You got your man, you got your baby. Live your life. Be the best you that you want to be. That's all I'm going to say. I just want to see these next 2 episodes because first off, from Portia talking about, well, so apparently she has a man and all that kind of stuff and doing all these sorry tours or whatever. But with her and Sheree and that last little argument that happened, next week is about to pop off. I cannot wait for these next 2 episodes. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Let's bring it. So I had to fix my little drink situation. Sun and ice don't mix very well. But I am here with the final 2. And coming in second is Star. It was a really good episode. It started off with them trying to rebuild Carlotta's shop, basically her home, and get everything back to where it was. But this episode was mainly about Star, like, still in her, this little song that's in her head, like she's kind of piecing together what happened with her mom. Well, she's starting to understand what happened. And then there's a part where Simone goes and she shakes her. And when she shakes her, she like completely snaps back into the moment. And then you go to see that her mom was on drugs. And she had always lied to her and said that that was her medicine. And that's like, well, that's made her feel good or whatever. And so she had asked Star to go get her medicine for her. Star brought it over to her and she shot up in front of her, which was horrible. And then she passed out, and Star thought that she was going to help her, so she gave her some more of the medicine, and basically that's how she died. So basically we find out that Star killed her mom, and her dad covered it up. But when she goes to try to reach out to her dad, we come to find out that the sister of Arlene, the mother of the football player that Star was dating, was killed by her father, and her sister comes and kills him while Star is trying to reach out to him. They did get to speak one last time, like it was nice, and then she didn't want him to hang up, and then she was trying to get back on the line with him, but it was too late. She dropped the cord into the tub where he was in, and it was done. It was fucked out. But all in all, a very good episode. And coming in number 1 this week is Empire. Well, we start out with Cookie. As we know, she just had the heart attack. She's in the hospital. She's like, she doesn't want to die. She's like thinking all of the worst things ever. The worst part about that, though, was when Andre came to the hospital. They kind of kicked Andre out. I was like, oh, poor Andre. He just want to be there because his mama having a heart attack. Like, please let him stand out in the hallway. Y'all said, nah, get the hell out of here. Somebody will call you. He wasn't trying to kill her. He was trying to kill Lucius. Like, let's be real. And when that happened, Jamal and Hakeem were like, well, Hakeem actually asked Jamal if he wanted to pray. And they asked Lucius, and Lucius was like, y'all can keep that to yourself. And Lucius left. But when Lucius left, he went to a chapel that was right around the corner, and then he had to talk to God. And that was the most uncomfortable talk that anybody could ever have with God. I was like, you can't just be talking to God like that. Like, you can't just be threatening. He took the cross off, put it down. It was threatening Jesus on the cross. I was like, Lucius is a bad man. But after that, Andre and Sean basically squash everything. Everything is done there. And they go to take Cookie home from the hospital because she actually survived. She's all good. But she has to be like watched after, and she's not listening to anything that Lucius has to say. So Lucius calls her sisters in, which would be Vivica Fox as Candace. I love Vivica Fox. And then Tasha Smith as Carol. I love Tasha Smith. She's in all those Tyler Perry movies. Head Out. That's her. Like, I love her. And then they kind of slightly bring up Cookie's mother, and I want to know who that is. I think somebody told me before, and I don't remember, but I'm going to try to find that out. And we see that Eddie is trying to actually steal the business like hardcore. He thinks he's almost there, but Andre finds him out and brings it up to them. I don't know what's still going to happen with that. He's a sneaky mother lover, so we'll see where that goes. But the very end was the worst part, when Cookie broke down and she was crying because she didn't want to die. I was like, damn. It was so real. It was so... Cookie is doing it this season, Emmy worthy. Like, these last 2 scenes of both episodes, Emmy worthy. Okay, so that is it. That is my top 5 pick shows of this week. Tune in next week to see who makes that cut. And make sure to check out On Decolletage, the talk that will be coming up next, hopefully, if I do this right. And remember to subscribe somewhere around here.